Hello everyone, how are you all doing today? I've come with another one of those Engi's roles videos and would like to share you all. So let's start. We have a weird little lineup of game modes here today. Not to worry, it's not too bad. So first and foremost, we have a game mode called
Warcraft 3.
No, not the game. It's a mod in TF2, which by the way sucks with bots. In Warcraft 3 mod, you can earn points, or as the mod says, gold and XP if you slay and assist in killing respectively. When you do get enough points, you buy your race in the store from the chat. I chose Human Alliance because it seems related to humans, but it actually makes you partially invisible. There are many types of races and all are available to read in the wiki. Also, a race can be upgraded from level 1 to a certain level. It depends. I read about all the races and these are the most helpful for battle NGs. Undead Scourge gives you health back if you deal damage. Crypt Lord, shaking enemies crosshair. Blood Hunter, bleed effect, and Scared Warrior passively heals you like the mid and faster when under 40% health. And for passive NGs, Shadow Hunter heals teammates around you, better with a dispenser. The Undead Scourge can also be used just to make sure if the enemies doesn't die from the sentry, he'll die to the bleed damage. Other than these things, it's basically the same old TF2. Just don't forget to upgrade the races. Coming up next is Freeze Tag. Now this game mode is so old, I just couldn't find any server of this mod even with bots. I tried making a server and putting the config files, but I don't own a server, and as far as I know, that's not possible in rented servers. So do feel free to correct me. So no freeze tag gameplay, yay. I'll just explain and give some tips. It's basically is when you get killed by an enemy, you don't respawn, you get stuck. Now depending on the server, you can either be free in a few seconds or be freed by a teammate if he stands near you. Now it's so old, I couldn't experience it in the first hand, so my tips won't be too helpful. But for a general tip, don't go near enemy spawn or crowded enemy area. If teammates can't reach you, you can't be freed unless you die or something, I don't know. To counter this problem, you can equip the gunslinger to get extra health and kill roaming enemies, where it's hard for the enemy to rescue them. That's it, I don't know what else to say. Next is Uber upgrades. And I gotta tell you, it's totally messed up. Just look at this sheet of paper. That's an invisible demo man with almost infinite stickies. He deals crit damage and takes like minus 10 HP damage. Also heals himself. So unless you spam that upgrade, it won't help you. It's a copy of MVM upgrade. You can pick up money as you kill enemies. It can also be used in regular MVM maps, but the upgrade station doesn't work while using this mod. It's basically MVM with players, so you should have the rough idea of what upgrades to get. It widely depends on the playstyle and weapons. Obviously, increased damage in Rescue Ranger would be bad, but increase the projectile speed or reload would be very helpful. Using the chat, you can open the store and get 3 types of upgrade tiers: body, primary, secondary, and melee. Actually 4, not 3. I would suggest getting the melee and primary upgrades first in defensive situation and body and primary in offensive. It's kinda good if it's balanced, but if it's not, it's terrible to play against the mighty enemy. Also, you gotta break your fingers upgrading to the max levels. It takes so many button presses just to upgrade one thing. Okay, that's enough for Uber upgrades. Now we are in premium servers. Again, no gameplay. Even if there were servers available, I wouldn't play on them, just simply because it's pay to win. You give the server donations and they give you perks. The more you donate, the more power you get. It's pay to win, and I gotta tell you, I ain't got no money. You want me to give some tips? Hell no, I won't. Moving on to the next game mode, which I have gameplay of, which is Dodgeball. Yep, that's right. You blast them pyros with rockets and they explode. It's pretty crazy and cool. I would highly suggest checking it out. I could only find one Australian server with people, and I gotta tell you again, those pyros are gamers. Like it's really hard to airblast the rockets as they reach insane speeds, but these Spyros manage to do so. They're like bombs, quite literally, when they explode. Cheeky little pun there. Just don't use the frog. I know what you're thinking, this has nothing to do with Engis, but the thing is, I'm trying to cover most of the game modes, so even if they are not related to Engi, I'll at least mention it, like right now. And that wraps up this one. Now, like you guessed, I'll ask you to do the usual stuff like liking and subbing stuff. No, you are wrong, I won't. You do you. So yeah.